Hello Shemai and welcome back to the Austrian adventure. Today we are back with another episode against FK Austria Wien in what has been quite a disappointing start to the season. Last episode we brought you the 1-1 draw with Wolfsburg getting last minute equaliser by Christian Wurzennig, and we drew 1-1. Following that we've had a pretty rough start to the season. We did beat Skanderbru 6-0 on aggregate in the Europa Cup playoff, and we are into the group stage of the Europa League, and I'll show you the group in just a minute. But following that, we lost 1-0 to Wacker Mödling, we lost 2-0 to Rapid Wien, and then lost 6-2 to SV Ried. And after that, I decided to change the tactics a little bit because things just weren't working. And following that, we had a 1-0 win against FC Red Bull Salzburg, and a last-minute own goal saved us. Gave us 3 points, and following that we've just drawn 0-0 with Sturm Graz, as well as beating Dynamo Minsk 4-1 on aggregate. Now if you want to look at the group, this is the group that we have for the Europa League. We have Wolfsburg, Galatasaray and Bate Borisov, which, if you ask me, is probably one of the worst groups you get. There's a lot of very good teams in the Europa League this year, and we've got the Turkish Giants, the German Giants and the best team in Belarus. So it's going to be a very, very tough ask to get out of the group stage. Got the first game against Wolfsburg coming up just after this one against Austria Wien. And if we look at the table, we are 8th. I think this is the lowest we've ever been. A win today will keep us 8th because we're 6 points behind Sturm Graz, and we really, really need to get a move on. We really need to get a kickstart of the season. We're unbeaten in quite a few games. 4 games we're unbeaten, 2 in the league, 2 in the Europa League. The last game we lost was a 6-2 defeat to SV Ried. So I'm hoping that now we've had a couple of good results in a row, we've picked up the morale, and now we can do what Red Bull Salzburg did last season and win a few games in a row to launch us up the table, because that's what we need at the moment. We're very, very far behind Sturm Graz, so we can't really lose this game. We're 6 points behind Sturm Graz as it is, and if we win this, it'll go down to 3, and then we can start putting pressure and start to make our move towards the top 4. In terms of the change in tactics, I've just essentially made it a little bit more defensive because we were conceding so many goals at the back. And another bit of news: Paulinho is leaving. He's joining ATM. I'm not really sure what team that is in the Brazilian First Division. They offered 1.2 million for him, and he's not exactly been the best player for us. So I thought I may as well take it. He's had a poor start to this season, but he's going, and I'd take the 1.2 million. So hopefully we can get a couple of players in January, because we need some more attacking players. Just because George Elias has hit a bump in form, Söderdersen hasn't been scoring all season, and a lot of players just aren't performing to what they should be really. Hwang Hee-chan's played well in the last few games, and Bubakar Jallow has come in his first few games and he's played all right, but things have not been going well so far. In terms of the team for today, we have Lux in goals, Zek, Jaeger, Kiki and Patrick Vesely at the back, Bubakar Jallow and Jan Zwischenberger as the 2 holding midfielders, Paulinho as an advanced playmaker playing in front of those 2 midfielders. We have Hwang Hee-chan on the right, Zlatko Tribic on the left and George Elias up front. Unsurprisingly, we're not the favourites for this game. Austria Wien haven't had the best start to the season either. They're only a couple of places above us. They may be 6 points above us, but they're only a couple of places in the league above us. So they haven't had the best of starts as well. So if we get a win today against them, we can put some real pressure on them and their manager, and hopefully force them to crumble a little bit. It's going to be a really tough game though. There's a highlight here there, Austria Wien on the attack with Prokop. Oh, and they've hit the post. That was one hell of a chance, and the dealer's offside. They got a player called Prokop. Unfortunately for us, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but Boris Prokopic got injured. I can't remember what injury it was, but he's out for 4 or 5 months. So he's essentially going to miss a massive chunk of the season. And I don't really know if he's going to be the same player when he comes back. There's another highlight here. Holzhauser with ball. Back to Rotpuler. We haven't had a shot on target. We've only had 1 shot on goal. Goes out wide to Stryger. Goes into the middle again. Grunwald with it. Into Clement. Hopefully someone can put a challenge in here. It's blocked, but they've still got it. Holzhauser with Grunwald. It'd be nice to touch the ball. We've had 26% possession in the first 20 minutes, and now we're 1-0 down. It's Prokop, Dominik Prokop, just to remind us of Prokopic and how much we're missing him. It's such an easy pass there. Vadilo, poor challenge from Vesely and Prokop, and defence is nowhere near him. This is what's happened all season. Happened last season. We had such a terrible defence. We don't really know what's going on. There's a highlight here though, and it's another free. It's a free kick. Luxa collects it now. Maybe we can launch an attack from this. Luxa with the ball up, awful kick. Rottpooler's there to gather it. Grunwald to Bianchetti. Something tells me that the series is going to be over very soon because we've had a very poor start to the season. And what happened in China was we had a very poor run of form and we just got sacked. And I feel like that could happen again. Holzhauser on the ball, up to Prokop, to Vodilo. Into the box, Clements there, and a good save by Luxa. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as well if you're enjoying the series. Don't know how long it will last. And also another little announcement is that there's a channel called the FMC Hub, which I'll put in the link below, and there's a few FM content creators who've started uploading videos there if you want to check that out as well. There's another highlight for Austria Wien. They've had 70% possession. Jesus, that's a pretty awful start. Holzhauser with the ball to Vodilo. Into the box, Clements there, and Luxa saves again. If it wasn't for Luxa, we'd be down about 3-0 by now. Things aren't working out. Luxa catches the ball from the corner as well. He's having a good game. He's about the only player on the pitch who is actually having a good game. We're getting destroyed at the moment. We haven't even had, we haven't had a clear chance. We haven't had any proper chances. Just a couple of pot shots at goal. And there's one more highlight for half time. Can we get something? We've got the ball. Paulinho with the ball. What can he do with it? Gives it wide to Trippic. Into Paulinho. Into George Elias. Someone's in the box. No, they're not. And we've lost the ball. And here comes counter-attack. Clement out wide to Vodilo. No one making the tackle. It goes into the box. It's headed away. And there's maybe a chance for a counter-attack here. George Elias is through. He's in the box. What can he do with it? He strikes it straight at Alma. At least we've got a decent chance now. A highlight in our favour. And we've been absolutely awful so far. George Elias, who scored over 20 goals last season, just hasn't hit that kind of form this season. How is Kike on a 7 rating? I don't really know, because we've been playing awful. There's a highlight here. A corner comes in. There's a chance for a counter-attack, but not really because we've conceded. Alvaro Vodilo, what even happened there? I swear it was Boubacar who had the ball. Corner comes in. Boubacar gets it. Comes off one of our own players. Huang Hee-chan runs into the ball. Oh my god. This is just awful. George Elias coming off, he's rubbish. Huang Hee-chan's coming off, he's rubbish. And we'll take Schwissenberger off for Valentino Muller. Get him on as a deep lying playmaker, and we're just going to have to go attacking now. Oh, we've scored in the background. It's happened again. Let's confirm those changes. That always seems to happen. Who scored? Is it Hang Hui-chan? If he is, I might just keep him on. George Elias into the box to Schwissenberger to Huang Hee-chan. And he scored, and I'm just taking him off. Can I undo that? I'd like to undo that, but I can't undo it. How do I undo a tactic? Cancel pending changes. There we go. Oh wait. Oh, I didn't cancel them in time. Damn. I made 3 changes now. We're gonna switch to attacking. Oh, we have switched to attacking. See how much attention I'm paying here. Hopefully Söderdursson will do something a bit better. I basically took the 2 players off involved in that goal. Come on, 75th minute. We've still got a chance. 10 minutes to go. We're going to switch to I don't think I've gone to overload ever on this save. I'm going to go to overload, pump the ball into the box, take more risks. We've got to go for the game now. We're going to switch the wingers to attack and switch Paulinho onto attack as well. Another player's had a poor game. I think we're lucky to get 1.2 million for him, to be honest. I almost had 1.5, but I thought I'd accept 1.2. There's a chance, one more chance here. Unfortunately, Austria Wien are the players with the ball. Boubacar wins it back though. Gives it to Zek, to Muller, to Trippic. Paulinho has a chance for a counter-attack here. Paulinho's running with the ball. Gives it wide to Gerbic. Goes into the box. And Söderdursson scores. 86th minute. 2-2. One unbelievable comeback. Paulinho spreads the play really well here out to Gerbic. And what a cross that is first time. Back post. Söderdursson heads it. And it slams into the back of the net. We're going to go back to counter. We're going to stop doing that. And there we go. We're going to go back to counter. And, oh, there's one more chance here. I don't know if there's enough time for a chance. Clement with the ball. Please win the ball back. I can't deal with another late goal. Clement into the box, puts it in, and it's hit the side netting. That's got to be it now. There goes the final whistle. Fantastic comeback in the end. I mean, we did really need to win that game because we're still 5 points behind Sturm Graz. But the fact that we were 2-0 down and managed to get a draw, I'll take that. We're still unbeaten in our last few games. 3 games in the league, we're unbeaten now. Next game against Wolfsburg, then hopefully a confidence booster against FC Hallein, where we'll win by quite a few goals. And we got some games coming thick and fast then with Galatasaray, Bate, and mixed in with a lot of league games. I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.